Satisfying course placement. After this video, you'll know the answer to the following questions. What is course placement? How do I know if I need to satisfy course placement? How can I satisfy course placement? What is course placement? Course placement is a requirement for all degree-seeking students at Waubonsee. Course placement is a set of registration holds, which means you cannot register until it is complete. Course placement consists of reading, writing, and math placement. Course placement is designed to help place you into the appropriate courses as you are starting at Waubonsee. How do I know if I need to complete course placement? In your email, you'll have a link for your personalized applicant dashboard, which is a personalized link that you can visit to find all your information as you're getting started with us at the college related to different holds and important things to know. This welcome email does sometimes get filtered to spam, so please be sure to check your spam folder around the time that you had applied to Waubonsee. On the left-hand side of the page, you'll be able to see your applicant information, such as your name, email, and your student ID or X number. And you'll also be able to see the information that you had provided on your application, such as your program of study, your start term, and the start date that we have listed for that start term. An important thing to know is on this page, you'll have a mix of different informational and action-based cards. Informational cards may have a link that you can click on for more information, such as this first card for applying for financial aid, but generally this card will not change based on any action taken on your student account, whereas some of the action required cards, such as the ones for placement testing, will indicate that an action is required if the card has not yet been satisfied. It will indicate that action is required in order to complete or satisfy a hold. If a card is marked completed, that means that you've completed or satisfied that hold. And if that is for a placement hold, that will mean that you have submitted some form of college readiness or completed a placement test in order to lift that hold. You'll also see different action-based item cards on these pages related to pre-registration review, which we will be able to talk about in a future video, or completing things like your FAFSA. How can I satisfy course placement? Course placement can be satisfied by submitting a college readiness measure or placement testing. A few college readiness measure examples are transferring in prior college credit, submission of a qualifying SAT or ACT score, or submission of a qualifying high school transcript or high school equivalency score. Transferring in prior college credit. Once you're on Waubonsee's homepage, go to the yellow search tab and search transferring credit into Waubonsee and click on the second search result. On this page, you'll be able to find information about transferring your credit into Waubonsee. An important thing to note is when transferring in credit from another college to Waubonsee for purposes of course placement, the particular courses that Waubonsee is looking for are English or math courses, as these are the courses that we're looking to use to satisfy college readiness measures for reading, writing, and math. If you have not taken any English or math courses, or you've only taken English or math, we may need to look to use alternative college readiness measures or placement testing to satisfy areas that your college transcript does not satisfy. Checking course placement options. To find all the options that you can use to satisfy college readiness measures or complete placement testing, please visit Waubonsee's website and using the search function, search course placement. Scroll down until you see course placement and click on the option. It should be about the fifth option down. On this page, you'll be able to find information about all of the different measures that can be used to satisfy college readiness, along with the necessary scores to satisfy placement for these different measures. This will include information on different standardized test scores, high school GPA, and high school equivalency, such as the GED or HiSET. It will also include information about placement testing and other course measures. Also on this page, you can find a list of different qualifying scores along with their expiration date for English and math placement. Running out of time to register for classes? Are there less than 2 weeks left before classes begin? If so, contact Academic and Career Advising to connect with your academic advisor and discuss being permanent into your courses. If you need to connect with Academic and Career Advising to schedule an appointment, please call their scheduling line at 630-466-2361. Now that you've satisfied course placement, you're on to your final step, pre-registration review. Best of luck with your semester.